Hi guys, Steve Carew here, Fulling Mill Technical Manager. I'm here in the beautiful hut at Tescoombe Fishery and I'm going to tie some of Fulling Mill's top patterns using some of our new amazing fly tie materials. Okay, so this is the Howard Croston Mass Attack. It's an indicator dry fly from Howard. It also takes fish. It's probably one of the best patterns to use as an indicator dry fly. It really does float very well. It features our ultra dry yarn and I'll show you how to tie it now. So this pattern, like lots of Howard Croston's patterns, is quite well thought out and it's tied in quite a clever way, I think. So first things first, just attach tying thread. This is just a fine tan tying thread, and then the first thing we do, because this is it's an indicator dry fly, although it is quite effective at taking fish too. It has this little foam butt, and the little foam butt, not only does it look a bit like an egg sac, it also gives a little bit of added buoyancy at the back of the fly for when you're holding up a nymph or a couple of nymphs off the back. So this is the Fulling Mill 2mm fly foam, bug foam, sorry, in chartreuse. So just pinch that on. You see you get like a little bulbous butt on the back of the fly there. Needs to be right at the back. When you're happy with its position, just chop the tag ends at a bit of an angle and then we can taper that to form a bit of a body. Okay. Okay, so we've got that in place. The body of this fly is our Euro Nymph Flash Dub. So this is our normal Euro Nymph dub, but it's got some flash fibres blended through it. The Euro Nymph dub itself is almost all natural fibres, just with a little bit of synthetic running through it, just to give it a bit of translucence. And then we've also got a bit of gold flash running through this one. So this one's in brown and gold. Although it's a nymph dubbing, works just as well for dry flies too. So just dub this up the body. Okay. The gold just adds a little bit of extra added attraction to the fly. Okay. Okay, so that's probably enough actually. Okay, oh, so I've just got some, I'm just going to redo that body actually, because I just had some of the green foam showing through. Not that the fish will care, but okay, let's just try and neaten this up a bit. Okay, there we go, that'll work fine. Okay, so next part of the wing is our ultra dry yarn. Super high floating hollow fibre yarn. It's really good for this indicator style of fly, and we're going to use tan first. So I've got a bunch of tan here. Just going to pull off one of the fibres. Okay, so I'll probably just use one thickness. one trick with this yarn is it sometimes does work quite well if you brush it out a little bit first before tying it in. Just makes it sit a little bit nicer. Okay, so I'm going to tie some tan in first. This is where I think where Howard's design is actually quite clever, because the rear part makes part of the wing, the front part makes part of the post. Okay, there we go. So I'll just leave that where I want the post to be. Okay, next thing we need to do is just put in some, add a little deer hair wing. So I would use sort of any short fibre deer hair that you have. Something like coastal deer works quite well. So I'll just cut a little patch of this out. Doesn't need to be too dense. And I'll just stick it in a hair stacker quickly. So as with all deer, it does have some underfur to it. So just remove the underfur and then it will stack properly. Just drop it in your hair stacker. Give it a few taps. And I'm actually just going to cut that to length first before I put the wing on top. Just cut it at a slight angle. Okay. Okay. So as with all deer products, it's normally a bit easier to tie it in if you cut it to length first. So I'm just going to cut that to the length that I want. And just catch that in. One tight turn and then wind through the butts. And there we go. Got a little perfectly set wing there. Okay, so the next part of the wing is your indicator section. So again, this is our ultra dry yarn. I'm just going to use a little orange piece of the orange colour. So once again, the rear part goes as the wing, the front part goes as the indicator post. So just catch that in. Okay, happy with that. Just cut that to length. Should be sort of like midway down the wing. Okay. And now we can just post this indicator post here. Okay, I'll just cut that down so it's slightly more manageable. Okay, so the hackle for this is just going to be grizzly saddle. So I'll just strip away some fibres. So I'm just tying in the stalk. It's a little bit fiddly. And you want to tie the hackle in at the top of where you've posted the poster. I'll just make a few more turns. There we go. Okay. So let's just tie this in. Just got an annoying fibre there. Try and brush that back. Okay. Okay. So I'll just remove the stalk from the hackle there. Okay. So now we need to just dub the front part of the thorax here. Again, we're using the Euro Nymph Flash Dub in the brown gold. Put all those fibres back. Would probably have made my life much easier if I'd shortened that saddle hackle there. Okay. Right, now we just need to wind this hackle. Again, every turn under the last one. Okay, just put all those fibres back and tie that hackle down. Okay, just under tension, snap that off. And then just wind all those fibres back. Just be a little touch more of the brown and gold Euro Nymph dub. A little touch of super glue to the thread. Got a bit too much on that. We'll whip finish and then we'll sort this fly out. Okay. So this little post here, we actually cut this relatively short. There we go. Okay. So that is the Howard Croston mass attack. It is one of the best indicator dry flies out there. When I would treat this with something and leave it to soak overnight and then dry off like some sort of liquid floatant. If you do that, this thing floats like an absolute cork. It will float 2 fairly heavy nymphs and it will take fish too. It's a really good pattern. Tie some up, or you can buy them from us too.